Greetings everyone, this is Larry from Rushing Forward Adventures. Today's adventure is the furnace at the old farm don't seem to be staying running. So we got, it's a tapping furnace, and we're going to take this panel off and says the way it's acting is it tries to ignite, but it doesn't. It goes to the cycle where it flames into the burner and then quits. I like my little lights that go on my fingers. At any rate, we okay. Now, this little thing here is a flame sensor. If you'll notice, it goes into the flame from the jet here of the combustion chamber, and this is the igniter over here. Transformers there. That's the transformer. That's the pressure switch from the motor up here, exhaust motor. That's the limit switch. This is what they call a rollout switch. And the circuit board right there. Now, first thing I'm going to do is pull this out. And we'll kind of see already cleaned it up a little bit, but I was talking to a friend of mine, because believe it or not, my furnace at home went out about time quit working, and so I had a guy come over, and because it needed an actual blower motor and module assembly. It's a different brand. Anyway, boy. All right. Well, that works. Put that there. Grab that. Alright, here is the sensor. You can see the darkened point like right in here, and another thing he said to make sure of is that it, if you'll notice that's slotted, said make sure it is in the flame. because this low voltage signal actually comes out that and travels through the moisture and carbon in the flame to till it's lit. So another thing he said to do is make sure that there's no that it's making good connection here, which is, see that? Goes up to that. Yeah, see, it goes right here into that to make sure that that is okay. Well, I'll bring you back here in a little bit and see if we can clean this up a little bit more. He said polish it up nice and shiny. So that's what I'm about to do. I brought me some emery cloth, real fine emery cloth, and we'll see. I'll bring you back shortly. Alright, clean the sensor. There's the glow of the igniter. So it should kick on here momentarily. That's what it does. Kicked on momentarily and then kicked right back out. It's got to go through 4 of those cycles before it. So I'm going to try again. time, but it's still not flashing the code. That little LED light back there, you can't probably see. Give me a code. It's not tripped. At least it didn't go down. Flashing the code now. It's flashing a 3 code. But then it reset. Three flashes, it says pressure switch is stuck closed, which would be that. Which, that line there, it develops a vacuum in this. Apparently should open that switch. Okay. Now it makes me wonder if there's you'll notice it stayed lit longer, didn't it? I wonder if there's a problem with this hose. So we'll just hold this hose over and see if that makes a difference. As soon as I let go of the hose, it went back out. compressor switch stuck open. The code was okay. As soon as I plugged it back in, it stopped flashing the code. Well, it's sensing flame. Codes were shut off. Well, now it's reading on. I can hear that clicking. Now it's back to doing that. Well, I'll bring it back if I can figure out one. It's not resetting any codes, so I don't know what code. It's some strange stuff. Mind-boggling, isn't it? Have a good day. Well, greetings everyone. Well, back to you with a little bit more on the furnace. I ended up having to call a professional in because it was throwing me for a curve. Well, Dave come in there and checked it out, and turns out it was a thermostat that was causing all the problems. And it's all up and working now, and I have a new thermostat which is in the other room. I'll show you what it is here in just a minute. As you can see, we got us a brand new Honeywell thermostat, so we're all set and it's running good now. Thanks for watching. Well, greetings everyone. Larry from Rushing Forward Adventures back to you. We back on the furnace here. out here the last time and Dave fixed it. He found that this limit switch was out of range, but he did fix the thermostat and got it actually working. It just wouldn't, it'd cycle out and then restart after, you know, about 10 to 15 minutes. But I just changed the limit switch. It's getting ready to kick on here. There's the igniter lighting up. Should light up here shortly. Run. It's supposed to be at 170 degree 170 degree. It was kicking out at 140. And she lit up and appears to be working. I think I just hear the fan just kicked on. Yep, she's blowing warm air. Well, to let you know, this is not a do-it-yourself, but I didn't want to spend the big money it requires to repair this, you know, to have a contractor come out and repair it when I can do a lot of it myself. But when it came right down to it, and I'm glad I didn't go ahead and replace that board, because it turns out it was the thermostat that was bad. So, knowledge is a great thing when you got 30 some years experience like Dave does in this type of stuff. Made diagnosing it a little clearer. Never would have thought the thermostat would be. But anyway, that's what it was. Got the limit switch changed, and she's a runner. So thanks for watching.